There you go. So we're going to start with lesson B. Can you read, please?
Lesson B, improving skills.
Nice. What do you see in the picture? In the
Uh,
picture.
a woman's,
A woman
woman's,
in plural?
yes, no,
Woman.
woman. Okay,
All right.
woman,
So you see in plural woman.
woman.
What are some interesting skills to have?
Maybe drawing.
Yes, drawing. Hi, Mari Carmen.
Hello, teacher. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Fine. We are we are not working now, but it's okay.
You're working, but it's good to have work, right?
Yeah, it's such a blessing in these days, right? So yeah, we are hopefully now to we are not working.
Yeah, it's good. What about, what's your opinion? What are some interesting skills to have?
Some interesting skills to have. In general, I consider that maybe it could be like singing because even
Yeah,
though I consider there are a lot of famous people who sing very well, I consider that singing it's an interesting one, right? Because every time I said it because when we go on a party or we have a meeting in a family, and
mhm.
most of the time we are listening to music, and what we are used to do is to sing karaoke. Is that the one?
Karaoke, yeah.
Karaoke. So I consider it would be a good idea just to have an excellent voice. I don't have it, so you know, yeah, it could be a good idea.
So, to be able to sing. All right.
Mhm.
Which skills do you have, ladies?
Mm,
Uh,
can I start?
Yeah, go ahead.
For example, the skills that I have in terms of sports, I consider I'm really good at playing soccer. I've been playing it for at least 10 years. Mhm. So I consider I'm good at that part. And based on the, for example, I consider I'm so good at dancing. I don't know so many steps or many how to say it
Dance.
forms
Uh-huh.
forms how to dance, but I like it when every time that I listen to the music and I feel the rhythm, so I get into that part. So it's
Very.
not that difficult to me.
Thank you. What about you,
Yeah.
Diana?
uh, I think one of them is swimming,
Yes.
like yes, like different ways or types of swimming.
Very nice. Is that
Mm,
it? Or is there more?
yeah, I think that is.
Okay. Have you improved any of your skills in the last year?
Mm, in my case, for example, talking about sports, I think I've been doing a good job. But if we talk about any other skill, for example, during the pandemic, I learned to manage my time appropriately in order to achieve certain objectives. For example, to organize and to avoid uh, I could be organizing my time mainly, and also to what else? Mm, to be more productive. It could be that on a skill.
Yeah, let's call it a skill. Thank you.
Okay.
What about
Yeah.
Diana? And Eduardo, hello, mister.
Hi, teacher.
In my case, I think about swimming, yes, the last year. on the pandemic, on Saturdays, I I went to swim, but right now, no.
Okay. They're good. Thank you.
Um,
Eduardo?
in my case, currently I'm improving my math and code skills to be better in what I want to do.
Yes. Okay, thank you. Leslie, hello. Let's listen to an audio, guys. Okay, we're going to listen to 3 people. Linda Ho, Northern Osdag, and this guy. I want you to tell me what skills do they talk about. Are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
Linda Ho.
Actually, one thing I've gotten better at is speaking in public. I used to hate doing presentations at work. It was the worst thing. And you know, the more I thought about it, the worse I'd feel. I just get so nervous. But then I took a public speaking course. It seemed the best and most sensible thing to do. And that helped, so yeah, I definitely feel happier now. I'm more confident and less nervous than I used to be, which is good.
Nerdan Ozda.
I took up the flute a year or so ago, and I am improving. More slowly than I'd hoped. But hey, it's not an easy instrument. It's like anything. The harder you practice, the better you get. I probably don't play as often as I should. It's hard to find time with my job. Work just gets busier and busier.
Brian Jarvis.
I started mountain biking a few years back, and I just got really into it and decided to race competitively. It was actually much more difficult than I thought it would be. My biggest challenge will be a 50K race next year. It'll be the furthest I've ever cycled. I've been training harder than ever, most often on weekends, so I'm cycling faster. I'm not as fast as I'd like to be, but I'm doing better.
All right, guys. So what skills are they talking about?
She's talking about her social skills. The first one.
Okay. Who is she?
The first one, Linda, who, something like that.
Linda Ho? Okay. Continue.
Linda Ho says that she's good at speaking in public, and that she feel a little bit more confident. In Northern Ozark, I'm not pretty sure, but the last one, Brian Jervis says that it's like mountain biking, and that he's not as fast as he would like to be, but he's now doing it better.
All right. So let's review. And I'm gonna write it on the chat. So you said the first one is social skills. Is that right, guys? Social skills. Number 2, you don't know?
Not exactly. No,
Number
they
2, I
aren't.
think she's talking about play an instrument.
He, the
She.
guy?
No, she.
She. Northern or Linda?
Jordan.
Northern is talking about what?
Play an instrument.
So Northern plays an instrument, right?
Yes.
The flute.
The flute?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Is the one that she's playing on the picture.
Linda Ho.
All right. So one more time. Listen. Actually, I have more questions. Wait. Who has improved?
Linda Ho.
Linda Ho. How?
Mhm.
Would you like to listen again?
I didn't.
All right.
Yes,
Listen,
teacher, please.
listen one more time. But first, who's doing it for work and who's doing it for fun?
Brian, I think Brian Jervis is the one who's doing it for fun.
Brian, who's working more on it?
Mm,
And the last one, who wants to be even better? Let's
Brian
listen.
Jervis.
Brian? All right, let's listen again.
Yeah, I think.
Linda Ho.
Actually, one thing I've gotten better at is speaking in public. I used to hate doing presentations at work. It was the worst thing. And you know, the more I thought about it, the worse I'd feel. I just get so nervous. But then I took a public speaking course. It seemed the best and most sensible thing to do. And that helped, so yeah, I definitely feel happier now. I'm more confident and less nervous than I used to be, which is good.
Nerdan Ozda.
I took up the flute a year or so ago, and I am improving. More slowly than I'd hoped. But hey, it's not an easy instrument. It's like anything. The harder you practice, the better you get. I probably don't play as often as I should. It's hard to find time with my job. Work just gets busier and busier.
Brian Jarvis.
I started mountain biking a few years back, and I just got really into it and decided to race competitively. It was actually much more difficult than I thought it would be. My biggest challenge will be a 50K race next year. It'll be the furthest I've ever cycled. I've been training harder than ever, most often on weekends, so I'm cycling faster. I'm not as fast as I'd like to be, but I'm doing better.
All right, guys, so who's doing it for work and who's doing it for fun? Would you like to listen again?
I think Linda Ho is doing for work as well as Northern Ozak, and Brian Jervis is doing it for fun.
Yes. Who's working more on it?
I think Northern Ozdak, even though she says that she's not getting she's not advancing as fast as she would like to.
And who wants to be even better?
Even better, Brian Jervis.
All right. Okay, let's take a look at the answers, okay? We can
Linda
you can
Ho.
open your books or you can just read and listen.
Linda Ho.
Actually, one thing I've gotten better at is speaking in public. I used to hate doing presentations at work. It was the worst thing. And you know, the more I thought about it, the worse I'd feel. I just get so nervous. But then I took a public speaking course. It seemed the best and most sensible thing to do. And that helped, so yeah, I definitely feel happier now. I'm more confident and less nervous than I used to be, which is good.
Nerdan Ozda.
I took up the flute a year or so ago, and I am improving. More slowly than I'd hoped. But hey, it's not an easy instrument. It's like anything. The harder you practice, the better you get. I probably don't play as often as I should. It's hard to find time with my job. Work just gets busier and busier.
Brian Jarvis.
I started mountain biking a few years back, and I just got really into it and decided to race competitively. It was actually much more difficult than I thought it would be. My biggest challenge will be a 50K race next year. It'll be the furthest I've ever cycled. I've been training harder than ever, most often on weekends, so I'm cycling faster. I'm not as fast as I'd like to be, but I'm doing better.
There. So let's go for the first question. What skills are they talking about?
The first one is speaking in public.
Yes.
The second, playing an instrument with
Third one, mountain
the
biking.
flute.
Number 1, I will be number 3.
Yeah, I say that. Number 3.
I'm sorry. Yeah, mountain biking. Okay, good. Who has improved and how?
Linda Ho, she has improved because she's not nervous. Because she's more confident and less nervous than she used to be.
So let's see. All right, so let's see. Perfect. What about Nordana? She says I am improving.
She's
That's good,
also
right?
improving. Yeah.
How? Right? How? More slowly than she hoped. What about Jarvis?
This is it says that it was the furthest I ever cycled. I've been training harder than ever, most often on weekends. Is that?
Okay, maybe it's not very clear. So it will be the furthest I've ever cycled, and I've been training harder than ever. Okay, next question. Who's doing it for work and who's doing it for fun?
The first one, I think she was doing that for work because she said that she used to hate doing presentation at work.
Yes. What about Nordana? Number 2, work or fun? It would be fun. Why? She says, I probably don't play as often as I should because it's hard to find time with my job. So is she doing it for work? No, she's doing it for fun. Yes?
Yes, teacher.
What about Brian?
For work because he decided to compete in a race.
Yeah, but the competition is not work. The competition is volunteer.
So it will be fun,
it
right?
will be fun, yes. Okay, next. Who's working more on it?
Brian Jervis.
Yes,
Yeah,
why?
I think him because he said that he's been training harder than ever. That means that he was improving his skills.
Yes, he's working hard on it, right? Nordana, no, because she doesn't have time. It's hard to find. Yes, she's not playing as often as she should. And Linda Ho, she said, I took a public speaking course. Is that in the present or the past?
Is that in the past because I think that she doesn't feel nervous anymore.
That's right. So she took a course and she finished taking that course, right? So who's working more on it? Brian. Yes.
Yes, teacher.
Who wants to be even better?
Brian Jarvis.
Brian Jarvis. What about Nurdan? She doesn't want to be better?
Yeah, she wants because it says that the harder you practice, the better you get.
Okay,
And
very good.
just gets, mhm.
So Nurdan also wants to be better. Now there, you can go ahead and open your books. What page is it? 128. Open your books in page 128 and answer the questions about the interviews. Just check the names. All you gotta do is think. Who do you think has made the most progress? Linda, Nurdan, or Brian? Go ahead. Complete the chart, please. And when you're finished, compare your answers with your classmates by asking and answering the questions. Okay?
Okay, teacher.
Yes, go ahead. Let's have just 1 minute for this. Hello, guys.
Yes, teacher.
Are you finished?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Please compare your answers.
Mm-hmm.
Go
Who
ahead.
do you think has made the most progress, guys?
Brian.
Uh-huh. I agree with that part.
Me too.
What about the others? Okay. Mhm. The second one, who would benefit from more practice?
Noridan.
Yeah, I wrote the same. Nurdan.
What do you say?
Nurdan.
Okay.
What
I
do you
would
have?
say, okay.
Uh-huh.
I would say Brian because he was trying so hard, but it's okay.
Okay. No problem. It's okay. Thanks a lot. Who had a fear of doing something?
Linda.
Yeah, Linda.
Linda, absolutely. Who is most serious about improving his or her skills?
Brian.
I would say Brian. What do you think, Jesus? Sorry, Eduardo.
Yeah, Brian.
Sorry.
Yeah, don't worry.
Okay. And who got help to improve?
Linda, because she was taking a course.
Exactly. Okay, we are done.
Good, guys. Do you have some of the same opinions?
Just I think it's on the second one, right? Because we considered it was Northern and Eduardo considered it's Brian.
Okay. Very good. Anything else? I think they're okay. What you said. Who would benefit from more practice? Nurdan would be good. Brian will also get benefit from more practice.
Okay. Okay.
Anything else?
No, teacher.
All right, let's go for
I
the next
think
one.
so.
What do you think they should do more of?
Maybe Linda, maybe she can continue working on that part with the speaking in public and going to some other courses, or
Yeah.
even just practicing by herself. It's a good practice to leave aside your fears is just standing up in front of a mirror and then you start talking.
Yes, to leave aside.
To leave aside.
To leave aside your
Okay.
fears. Yes. Very good. Thank you. What about the rest of you guys? Eduardo, Diana, Leslie. Nobody? What else could they do?
Nordan, maybe she she can organize in a better way all the work that she's doing in how to say, and to I forget the word. How would you say aprovechar? To
Take advantage?
okay, exactly. To take advantage of some free time that maybe she will have, and so
Yes.
she can continue practicing with the flute.
All right. Is there any skill you would like to be good at?
To me, it could be self-control. Sometimes I got crazy very easily.
Oh my
And
God.
when I'm under stress, it's difficult to me to manage with my own how to say it, I'm reacting to comments or things. That's something that kept to me every time that I'm under stress.
Okay, thank you very much.
Mhm.
Self-control. What about the rest of you guys? Diana, Leslie, Eduardo?
I would say the same, the self-control, because actually, um, I would like to start the meditation.
Oh, wow. Very good. Thank you, sir. Diana, Leslie?
I would like clear communication.
Which one?
Clear communication.
Clear communication. Yes.
I mean, sometimes I can express like I want.
Yeah.
So,
Thank
uh,
you, Leslie.
but
Yeah, continue.
no, I don't know who say that. It's fine.
I'm sorry. Okay, thank you. What about Diana? Diana, do you have
Clear communication.
clear communication too?
Yes.
So, good, clear communication. Now, what are you doing to get better at it?
Doing the activity every day. Yeah.
So, Eduardo, you're doing that? You're doing the activity every day?
The meditation?
Huh?
Yeah,
Oh, very good. Thank you.
I'm trying to do that. I'm not the best, but I think it's not a mystery to do that.
It's not easy?
It's not a mystery. I mean, it's not rocket science.
All right, it's not rocket science. So maybe the discipline is the hardest part of it.
Yeah, to be focused.
Focus, yes. What about the rest of you guys? What are you doing to get better at it?
Maybe have a clear idea.
Can you repeat that, please?
Yes. Maybe have a clear idea.
But are you doing it every day to practice and get better at the skill you want to improve?
But only when I talk with my friends.
Ah, very good. Leslie, Mari Carmen?
In my case, it's more about
It's more about what?
yes. I think I was first because here now. It's more about self.
Yeah, it's more about self what? Self-control, self-discipline.
Yeah, about self-discipline or something like that. Because I start saying something and later people told me about it and I said, yeah, something like that.
Okay. Mari Carmen, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm just thinking about my question. My answer, I would say that it could be by practicing some yoga, by doing some yoga, and why not to try to relax a little bit and to control even my thoughts before speaking.
Uh-huh. I had like an opinion about self-control, and it may not have nothing to do with it, but with self-control, you can have a couple of things. You can do a couple of different things, and they're a little bit strange, maybe. One of them is reading.
Okay.
Read a lot, and the other one is exercise.
Okay. Yeah, by doing exercise.
Yes, doing
It's a good
exercise
idea.
and reading, and they both will help you channelize your thoughts and your goals, and that helps a
Okay.
lot with self-control. I mean, they
Okay.
have like different context, or I don't know. They sound a little different, but it helps. It's not the key, but it helps, and I hope it helps you.
Okay. Thank you, teacher. I'm gonna take it into account.
Thank you. Now let's talk about comparing. How the people in the interviews express the ideas below. Write the sentences they used, then read the grammar chart. First, Linda said, I definitely feel happy now. I didn't before. She says that, but she says it in a different way. How does she say it?
Um, she say, I definitely feel happier now.
She says, I definitely feel happier now. So that is our comparative, right? We cancel this happy and this didn't. And the complete correct answer is happier than I used to be. Yes?
Yes, teacher.
What about number two?
Happy now. It could be I'm improving more slowly than I hoped.
Improving. I am improving more slowly than I hoped. So we cancel this one, but it's slower. Instead of but it's slower, right? I'm improving more slowly.
Mhm.
More slowly than I hoped. Good. What about, and the next one is still with Nordan. I don't play very often. I should though.
Mm,
Um, she say, I probably don't play as often as I should.
That's the answer. I don't play probably. So we
uh-huh.
add probably.
I probably don't play as
Probably.
often as I should.
Don't play. We cancel very often. Right? As often as I should. And of course, we take care of the period, not periods. I probably I probably don't play as often as I should. And of course, though is canceled. And the last one is Brian. How does he say this? I've never cycled further than this.
Mm, it will be the furthest. I don't know how do I say. I never cycled further than this. I never. I. It will be the furthest. The
It'll be,
furthest I ever cycle. Uh huh. It'll be
it'll
the
be
furthest.
furthest. Oh my gosh. Furthest I've ever cycled. That changed a little bit. Correct. Go ahead and write those on your notebook or on your book, whatever you want to go ahead and make the changes, please. Tell me when you're finished.
Teacher, could you please repeat the instruction?
Sure, go ahead and write these corrections on your notebook or your book. These
Okay.
changes.
The ones that, okay, I got it.
Yeah, go ahead, write them on your book or on a notebook, wherever you
Okay.
like.
Okay, teacher.
Give me 1 minute, I'll be right back. I'll be back in 1 minute, guys. Okay, guys, are you ready?
Yes, teacher.
That we have the comparative and superlative adjectives and adverbs. Comparatives as and as with the superlative. I feel happier. This is a comparative. And I've gotten better. This is a comparative. Added. And the superlative is the race is my biggest and best challenge. In a comparative and as, we also have more confident, less nervous. And we have here, I am not as fast as I'd like. Maybe I went through one by one. This word happier is a comparative. I feel happier and I've gotten better at it. But what is it comparing? Let's do this sentence alone. I feel happier. What does that mean? If the sentence is in simple present, I feel, and we have the comparative happier, then it means I felt less happy. And that would be in the past. It could be yesterday, last week, last month. It really doesn't say it. But I feel happier is that today is more happy. Yes? And
Yes,
the second
teacher.
for I've gotten better. What is this better? I've gotten better. It means I was not very good in the past. I was not very good, so I've gotten better. More confident and less nervous. It's the same. More confident. I was not confident. And less nervous. I was more nervous. But what is this expression? As. Because now we don't have a comparative. We have an adjective. I'm not as fast as I'd like. This comparative is on the same terms, on the same level. Although this one is negative, I am not as fast as I'd like to be. That means I want to be faster. I'll show you a couple of examples in a second. In the superlatives, we have the biggest, best, the most sensitive idea, and the least experienced presenter. What are the adverbs? We have adverbs. Harder, remember hard is an adverb. Improving more slowly. More slowly is an adverb. I practice less often. Often is an adverb. I don't play as often as I should. The next one is we all train hard, but I train the hardest. I train the most often on weekends. Superlatives and adverbs with least are not common. For example, superlative with least, with less. You can say, I am the least nervous person. I am the least nervous. But it's not common. It is correct, but not common, okay? Circle the correct words to complete the conversations, and then we can listen and check. Let's go ahead and read this question, the first question. What do you do now than a couple of years ago? Here we have our expression of comparison, than. But what do we need? Do we need a comparative or do we need an adverb? What do you think, guys?
Better now than a couple of years ago.
Will be better?
Mhm.
Why?
What do you do better?
Why?
Because it says then.
Because
It's
we have it's a comparative, not a
mhm.
superlative. So
Yeah.
it's not well. All right, Diana, Leslie, and Eduardo, do you agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, complete the rest of the exercise, and you will compare answers in a minute, okay?
Okay, teacher.
All right, thank you. I'll be back in 1 minute. How are you guys? Are you finished?
Yes, teacher.
Yes.
Please compare your answers.
What do you have in number? Well, in the letter B.
In letter B, I get, I feel more confident.
Yeah, me too. I feel more confident about math. I'm better than I was.
Exactly.
That's the same.
And I'm not the best of my class.
I think just going back to the one that I
Okay.
think she says that she didn't listen very good. I'm better than I was. Is that what you were saying,
Than I was.
Diana?
The
Then?
second one. Yeah, then.
Exactly.
No, I said done.
Okay.
And what do you think about the next?
I'm not the best in my
In
class.
my class.
Okay. But I can do the problems.
More easily now.
I agree with you.
Okay. Number 2, of all your skills, what do you do better or the best? Okay.
What do you think?
Um, the best, and so let it be. I'm pretty good photographer, so I don't take photos as much as I would like.
Wait, in the letter A, you say the best,
The
right?
best.
Okay.
The best. In the second one, match. What do you think?
I agree with you.
Okay. And let it. The next
Letter
one, yeah.
A, the worst.
The worst, exactly.
The worst.
In the worst.
And the number 3, are you good at sports? I mean, are you good as yeah, I think as good as you'd like to be?
Exactly.
Yes, us.
And I like baseball, but it's getting harder to find time to play.
Yes, I
Harder.
agree.
And what's the hardest thing you ever tried to learn to do?
Exactly.
And what do you have in the letter B?
Pottery, it looks. I'm confused about that one. First, I choose easier, and then I thought that more easily it was better, but at the end, I'm not pretty sure about my answer. What do you
I
have there?
think easier.
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 It looks easier than it is, but if you practice, you get better.
It's better.
1.
What do you do better now than a couple of years ago?
Well, I feel more confident about math. I'm better than I was. I'm not the best in my class, but I can do the problems more easily now.
2.
Of all your skills, what do you do the best?
I'm a pretty good photographer, though I don't take photos as much as I'd like.
Yeah? I'm the worst photographer in the world.
3.
Are you good at sports? I mean, are you as good as you'd like to be?
I like baseball, but it's getting harder to find time to play.
4.
What's the hardest thing you ever tried to learn to do?
Pottery. It looks easier than it is, but if you practice, you get better.
Perfect, guys. I heard you compare your answers. Now we checked with the audio. How are your answers? Do you have some correct answers?
Yes.
Yeah, are they all correct? Or do you have to change some things?
I think all of them are correct.
Yes. Let's begin checking. With number 1 is better. What about with number or the next one, 1B?
Confident.
Confident.
Confident in then.
Yeah.
And then, yes, very good. Let's next.
In.
In.
Yes. And next,
More easily.
more easily, yes. And next,
The best.
The best.
best.
The best.
Yes.
And continue.
Much.
Much.
Mhm.
And next,
Worst.
worst. Very
Mhm.
nice. Continue.
As. Are you as good as you would like to be?
Harder. Continue.
The hardest.
And
Easier.
easier. Yeah, very good. And the last one.
Sorry. Better.
Yes, there you go, better. All right, guys, do you have any questions?
No, teacher.
No? Please ask and answer the questions with your classmates.
Okay. What do you do better now than a couple of years ago?
Leslie, are you there?
Yes.
All right, Eduardo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
All right, go ahead, please, guys. Ask and answer the questions, please.
Okay, the number one in my case, actually, I think that my English skills have improved. What do you have? What do you think?
In that case, I can say that's about managing computers and different technological platforms. That's something that I've been doing even much better than I expected in my whole life.
No, that's great.
Yeah, thanks a lot. What about the others, or do we go with the second one?
I used to be uh, bad in math, so I started to practice, and now I'm more better than a couple of years.
Okay, great. Who's missing?
No one.
Okay, thanks. Let's go with the next one. Of all your skills, what do you do the best?
Try to find a way to solve a problem with computer or code. Yeah.
Okay, I think one of the things that I do the best is to speak in public. I'm not afraid of seem to be full. So that's something that it's like the best thing that I can do is
Okay, and what about you, Leslie?
Well, it's about the sports. I used to be um, elastic. I know Yeah, something like that. I don't know who you say in English. I tried better in that, so now I'm the best in that.
Okay. So the that one, are you good at sports? I mean, are you as good as you would like to be?
Yes,
Great, Leslie. Which sport do you play?
karate.
Which
Well,
sport?
in my case, I'm not the best with the sports because I was playing basketball and I was trying to be the best, but it was a little bit challenging.
At first sight, it's challenging, but just as the reading says, if you try and you work harder,
Yeah,
that means that you are going to get it.
I know
So
that
don't
makes
worry.
sense.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but actually, I'm not into the sports.
Okay. So no problem. Take it easy. And what's the hardest things you ever tried to learn to do?
I think if English, I have a long way with English, and I think it's the most hardest thing that I try to learn.
In my case, I think it was the hardest is to trying to learn accountancy in stuff about how to manage with your income and that part about money. I'm not very good at that part. So that's why I think it's the hardest thing that I've ever tried to learn in even I didn't learn very good at all.
Very good, guys. You did really good. The last word, not the last word, but on the last sentence, Mari Carmen, I didn't understand. What were you trying to practice or learn?
Accountancy or to
Accounting.
accounting. Okay, it's what's accounting. Uh-huh.
Yes, and Leslie, did you say speak English on the last one, number 4?
English.
English. Okay, very good. Okay, guys, thank you very much. That was good. Now, I'm getting better and better. Pair work, discuss the questions below and ask questions of your own. Whatever questions come to your mind, all you have to do is uh, get more information from your classmates. Then prepare a 1-minute presentation about your partner to give to the class. So first, you have to ask and answer these questions. Think of a skill you have. When did you start learning it? For example, these two friends, right? He's answering the first question. When did you start learning it? Well, one skill I've been working on is drawing cartoons. I'm getting better, but it's hard. You can continue the conversation. Listen to your classmate and respond. For example, this classmate says, "Hi, Beck. How did you get interested in it?" I'm sorry. So please go ahead, ask and answer these questions. And Diana, are you there?
Yes.
All right, very good. So please, guys, ask and answer the questions. Let's see. Let's go in session so you guys can interview only one-on-one. There you go. Go ahead and go to the rooms. Let's have 4 minutes for this, okay? so you can have time to answer. But let's have 5 minutes. Remember that you need to answer, and when your classmate answers, you need to listen to your classmate and respond and continue the conversation so you can have more information. Take notes on what your classmate says. All right, let's go to the sessions, please. Diana, Mari Carmen, room 1. Eduardo, Leslie, room 2, please.
Okay, teacher.
How did it go?
It was good, yeah. Leslie told me about her math skills.
Her mathematics?
Yeah, math
Yeah.
with numbers.
How did you do that, Leslie? Did you go to a special school?
Not really. Years later, I go to special school,
Mm.
but in the beginning, I study myself.
How did you do that?
Well, I started study basic things. I read a lot books about it, and I practice. I practice. I practice.
Do you like mathematics?
I like, but not like mm, like say I wanna be. It was used because I wanna be better in my school.
Oh, okay, so you wanted to get better results
but-
in your school.
Yeah, but I like.
You like math, but not to be a mathematician,
Yes, no, like
only
that.
to get better grades in school. Okay,
Yeah.
that is really good.
That's actually what I'm trying to do.
With math?
Study math by myself. Yeah, watching videos.
Really? All
Yeah,
right,
that's what I'm doing.
that's good. Which
Oh, yeah.
what in mathematics are you working on?
How will you say ecuaciones, funciones?
Equations.
Okay,
Functions.
that's
Is it easy to watch videos and then do it on your own?
yeah. It is easy, and actually, I'm studying every day, each morning after breakfast. I study 2-3 hours, and then I study code programming. Yeah,
So that's why you need mathematics for
yeah.
programming.
That's what I'm studying. And actually, I'm not at the university yet, but I just want to get better.
Yeah, that would be really good. Yes. Um, your classes will be here shortly. What you guys will need to do is tell all of us briefly about your classmate. And for example, Eduardo
Okay.
is going to talk about Leslie.
Yeah.
Eduardo, you're going to say, Leslie likes to practice violin. She practices every day and she's better than before, something like that.
Okay. Okay. I start saying that. Leslie
Wait.
say that she. Okay.
Wait.
Okay.
Go ahead and think about your sentence and write it down because we're waiting for your classmates. They're going to do the same.
They're here.
Yeah, they're here. Hi, Diana and Mari Carmen.
Hello, teacher.
Hi.
I hope you finished.
More or less.
More or less. All right. What you're going to do now is tell us a bit about your classmate. So Eduardo is going to tell us about Leslie, and Leslie is going to tell us about Eduardo. And like you too, Mari Carmen will tell us about Diana, and Diana will tell us about Mari Carmen. Who would like to start? You don't know?
Okay,
Oh.
teacher, if you allow me, I will start.
Go ahead.
I will talk about Diana. Diana told me about her skill. She's a very skilled swimmer because she learned when she was like 10 years old, more or less. And she thought this sport it was harder than she imagined because she had let's say two difficult experiences with swimming because she was almost dying because of choking.
Ouch.
And so she had a fear about not to swim very good. So that's why.
Mhm.
And it takes to her like 2 or more years to improve it. And ask an advice that a piece of advice that she could give to a person who is learning a skill is that this person needs to push harder than yesterday, and so this person will reach any objective that he or she is setting ahead.
Very nice. Very good, Diana. Thank you. All right. Who would like to go next? Or do you want to
Me,
see that? Do you want to go
me.
next? Go ahead,
Yeah,
mister.
I'm gonna talk about Leslie and her skills. And she told me that she started learning math when she was at high school, and she was a regular student. She wasn't the best, but she was doing her best. And she told me that she thought about math it was something hard because the others say that math is hard and numbers are something challenging.
Yeah.
But she told me that it wasn't hard. She's really good. And the time was 5 months that Leslie told me to be better in this topic. And an advice for someone who is improving this kind of skills, for example, me, is that you have to study the basics, that which is something important to learn the other topics about math.
Yes, that's right. Thank you very much,
Yeah.
mister. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. Very good, Leslie. Very good. Who would like to go next?
Let's go talk about Eduardo.
Okay, go ahead.
So, like all we know, Eduardo loves technology.
Yes.
Yes. So, well, for the career, what he wants is he needs uh, learn a lot about math. So he started to study math 5 months ago, and he told me about he beginning study again the basics because he was forgetting something, and he started to practice all the morning, 3 or 2 hours in the morning, and now he is really good. He wants to be better. I don't remember more. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah. About advice, he he said you have to work in it and learn about basics because he thinks if you learn basics, the next things are all methodic.
Very nice.
Yeah, that's
Very
right.
nice. Thank you very much, Leslie. Thank you so much. And the last one, please. Last but not least, Diana.
Well, I think Mari Carmen and well, I only asked ask, ask her 2 questions.
Oh, okay. Well, tell us just a little bit that you have.
Well, Mari Carmen told me about her skill, and that was learning English. Uh, she told me that she started when she was 16 years old. And the other thing that I remember is that she told me that she loved she loved to learn English and new things.
So she loves to learn English.
Yes.
Very nice. Thank you, Diana. Thank you. Thank you, guys. How was the activity?
It was really good.
Good.
It was really good, guys. You guys spoke for over 15 minutes.
Yes.
Yeah, that was awesome. Do you have any questions?
No.
No, teacher.
No?
Everything's okay.
All right. So what was the class about today?
It was right. Just to think about something that and a skill. That's like the hardest thing that we can think about, right? Because we are very good at criticizing ourselves. In my case, I'm good at finding or analyzing good skills at someone else, but not at me. Mhm.
Analyzing skills, analyzing somebody's skills,
Exactly. Somebody's skills, but
but
not mine.
not our own, right? Not my own.
Okay. Okay.
Not my. I know it's something we tend to do, and we have to work on it, right? We have to pay a special attention to look towards us, yes, to see our virtues, correct?
Exactly.
Which is something
That's the
that
point.
it's something that we don't usually do as frequent
Right.
as the opposite.
Exactly. We are not used to do it. That
Yeah.
would be a good habit to start.
Absolutely. That's a great habit to start. I recommend it. Yes. I will start doing it on myself. What else did we see, guys? Besides the skills, what else did we see? No? The basic the basic point about this the skills, or actually not the skills, but we use the skills as a context or as a topic to talk about comparatives, superlatives, and adverbs, which
Exactly.
you managed really good. That was really good, and it was fantastic. I am very pleased, and I think the homework will be grammar extra, which is I write down the page. Let me see if I have it here. Yes, page 167.
Okay.
Okay.
It will be
Okay,
167,
teacher.
which is grammar extra, lesson B. There are two activities, the second sentence and more patterns. All right, and we'll talk about it tomorrow, okay?
Okay, teacher.
Thank you very much, guys. I hope you enjoyed the class and have a great day. I will see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow, teacher.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Okay. Bye, teacher.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye, teacher.
Bye.